Good morning. Today we're going to be solving exponential and logarithm equations. We have equations, and this is the first time that you guys have seen equations where the x is part of the exponent. It's not 7x, it's 7 to the power of 5x. And we're going to be solving it. On the previous lesson, we learned that exponents and logs are inverse of each other. So we're going to be using that concept to be able to solve this type of problems. We're going to draw the line. First, I'm going to go and move my 4 to the right, becomes a negative 4. 5 to the power of 5x is equal to 1. Now, I want to be able to get rid of the base because I want to be able to bring this down. I want to be able to leave the 5x by itself. Now, the opposite of a base will be a log. Will be base 7 because this is a 7. That way we can cancel it out. And I'm going to do that on the other side. Because the base is the same. And this will cancel out. Therefore, I have 5x is equal to the log base 7 of 1. If you guys remember, if there's a 1 in here, log base 7 of 1 is going to be equal to 0. Therefore, we have 5x is equal to the log base 7 of 1 is actually 0. So therefore, we have 5x is equal to 0. Then I divide by 5 on both sides. X is equal to 0. Letter B. I'm going to go and draw the line. I need to be able to leave that log base 2 of x by itself, so that way I can go ahead and get rid of the log. First, I'm going to go ahead and move my 1 to the right hand side, becomes a negative 1. 5 log base 2 of x is equal to 15. I want to get rid of that 5. It's multiplying, so I'm going to divide by 5 on both sides. That will cancel. Of the log base 2 of x is equal to 3. Now, to leave the x by itself, I want to get rid of the log. The opposite of a log will be a base. Same thing that we did here. The opposite of a base is a log. So I'm going to go ahead and exponentiate. I'm going to make a big base on both sides. That will cancel. We have x is equal to 2 to the third power. 2 to the third power will be 2 times 2 times 2, which is equal to 8. Now, whenever we are working with logs, we have to be careful. We have to be careful because the value of x, the log of a number, this cannot be, it has to be bigger than 0. So it can be 1, 2, or 3. In this case, the log base 2 of 8, so this is correct. Now, if this was negative 8, then that will be an extraneous solution, so that will be incorrect. So we always have to double check our answer. And we can just do it in your head. Just make sure that you plug in that 8 in here, and that has to be bigger than 0. Let's try letter C. Draw the line. I'm going to go ahead and move my 8 to the right, becomes a negative 8. I have e to the 2x is equal to 4. Now, I want to get rid of a base. The opposite of a base is a log. I'm going to take the log base e on both sides. Now, remember the log base e is basically the natural log, which is ln. This will cancel out. This is 2x. We don't write down log base e. We write down the natural log of 4. Now, I want to get rid of the 2. It's multiplying. Therefore, I'm going to divide by 2 on both sides. And this will just stay as x is equal to the natural log of 4 divided by 2. Do not divide 4 divided by 2. This is not the natural log of 2. You have to kind of evaluate the natural log of 4. Then whatever your answer is, you want to be able to divide by 2. Let's continue with example number 2. It's basically the same process. Go ahead and pause it. See if you guys can work it out by yourselves, and then we can check our answers. Pause it. Great. So for letter A, I'm going to draw the line. We need to be able to solve the following equations. Now if it's a log problem, just like this too, we want to make sure that you answer, whatever you plug in here, this should be bigger than 0. This should be bigger than 0. So 3 times the number should be bigger than 0. Let's go and solve it. Same process. We're going to go and move 9 to the right, becomes a positive 9. We have the natural log of 3x is equal to 3. I want to get rid of a log, so the opposite of a log will be a base. The base for this is e, so therefore I'm going to raise it to the power, I'm going to exponentiate it to e on both sides. That will cancel. We have 3x is equal to e to the third power. I want to get rid of the 3, it's multiplying, I'm going to divide by 3 on both sides. My answer is x is equal to e. Remember, the value of e is 2.7. So you can multiply 2.7, 2.7, and 2.7, then divide by 3. But for now, you can just leave it as e to the third power divided by 3 as your answer. This is positive, so if we plug it in here, this will be bigger than 0, so your answer will be correct. For letter B, I'm going to go and draw the line. Move my 9 to the right hand side, becomes a negative 9. Bring this down. 6 log base 3 of x is equal to 30. Now I'm going to divide by 6. Divide by 6. That will cancel. Of the log base 3 of x is equal to 5. I want to get rid of the log. The opposite of a log is a base, so I'm going to exponentiate it to a 3, because that will cancel it out. We have x is equal to 3 to the 5th power. So we have 3 times 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. 3 times 3 is 9, times 9 is 81, times 3 will be 243. For letter C, I'm going to go through the same process. So the line, I'm going to go and move my 9 to the right, becomes a positive 9. We have 2 e to the x power is equal to 14. I want to get rid of the 2, it's multiplying. I'm going to divide by 2 on both sides. That will cancel. We have e to the x is equal to 7. Now I want to get rid of a base. So the opposite of a base will be a log. Therefore I'm going to do the log base e. Log base e. Now remember, well, we don't write down base e. We do ln. So if you want to start doing that, that'll be great. That will cancel. X is equal to the natural log of 7. And that'll be your answer. For example number 3, we have the x is the exponent as well. We need to be able to get rid of the 2. So I'm going to have to do log base 2 on both sides. I'll do log base 2, log base 2. that will cancel out. We have the log base 2 of 16. I'm going to have to rewrite the 16 as a 2 to a power so I can simplify this out. Of the log base 2, the 16 will be 2 to what power is 16? That will be 2 to the 4th power. 2 times 2 is 4, times 2 is 8, times 2 is 16. Let me bring this down. We have 2x minus 8. This will cancel. Now we have a simple equation, and we just need to solve for x. I'm going to go ahead and move my 8 to the left hand side, becomes a positive 8. That'll give me 12 is equal to 2x. I'm going to divide by 2 on both sides. That will cancel. X is equal to 6. For the next problem, we want to be able to get rid of the base. Now we have to be careful. Many of us, the first thing that we want to be tempted to do is to do log base 25. But you have to think, what will be the common base, because we're going to have to simplify this. The common base between 25 and 125 will be 5. So this will be, I'm going to rewrite this as 5 to a power. So I want to be able to have the same base first. And I could have done that as well here. I could have rewritten this as 2 to the 4th power first, and then take the log base 2 on both sides. So let me go and rewrite the 25 as 5 to the 2nd power. Then we have 3x plus 2. On the right hand side, I'm going to rewrite 125 as 5 to the 3rd power. Now I can do log base 5 on both sides. And they both cancel. So now we have 2 multiplied by 3x plus 2 is equal to 3. And we have a simple equation now. Use the distributive property to simplify. 6x plus 4 is equal to 3. I'm going to go ahead and move my 4 to the right hand side, becomes a negative 4. We have 6x is equal to negative 1. I'm going to divide by 6. X is equal to negative 1 over 6. And the last problem. I'm going to go and draw the line. I want to get rid of the log. Notice that we have logs on both sides, but we are lucky because they have the same base. So to get rid of the log, we're going to exponentiate it to the power to the 3. That will cancel these logs. That will cancel these logs as well. We have negative 5x minus 3 is equal to negative 2x. And we have a simple equation. I'm going to go ahead and move my 2x to the left, becomes a positive. This to the right becomes a positive. So this gives me negative 3x is equal to positive 3. Remember, this became a positive 2x, so it gives me negative 3x. Last, I'm going to divide by negative 3. That will cancel, so x is equal to negative 1. Now, because this is a log equation, we want to make sure that if we plug in a negative 1 in here, it's going to give us a positive number. Because you cannot take the log of a negative number. It has to be bigger than 0. So negative 5 times negative 1 is 5, minus 3 is 2. That one's fine. If I plug in a negative 1 in here, it gives me a positive number as well. So the problem or the solution is correct. So this will conclude the lesson for today. Please email me if you have any questions, and have a great day.